So here we are back, another episode 3 of the Bad Batch. So I'm really enjoying the series so far. Obviously, this is a direct continuation of the Clone Wars through the eyes of the Bad Batch. We got to see a little bit of Caleb Doom, a little bit of Order 66. We saw a little bit of how it went down with the Bad Batch and Order 66. We got Crosshair, whose inhibitor chip kind of went off a little bit, but not fully. I saw a lot of very good theory videos in regards to why his chip went off and the other Bad Batch members' chips didn't go off, why Cut's chip didn't go off, as we had Cut in our second episode, which premiered last Friday. Really good episode. We had the Bad Batch obviously on the run from the Empire, trying to find out how they can hide out, and in doing so, they got a little side mission in helping Cut and his family leave the planet that they were on, which I forget which planet that was, but really good episode. We also saw very good character building between Hunter and Omega, and there is a great mystery that is surrounding Omega from what we are trying to put together here. With the first little tidbits that we've gotten in the episode, she's kind of shown some kind of foresight when she pretty much predicted that Crosshair was going to cross his members, his family, and go against them and side with the Empire. So we'll see what is revealed with Omega. I think we're going to get more character-driven scenes here in this third episode. I do expect these next couple of episodes to be a little bit slower. A lot of A-Team vibes here, even with the red and black scheme that the Bad Batch carries there. So guys, let's get into this third episode. Let's go ahead and get into this episode.
As soon as I finish building the scanner, testing the functionality of our inhibitor chips takes precedence.
I thought you said they were defective.
So they're checking their inhibitor chips.
Besides,
so there's more to learn about the inhibitor chips. Like I had mentioned, I saw some theory videos in regards to the inhibitor chips and why certain ones went off and other ones didn't. There's still more to learn about those inhibitor chips.
Hyperspace. I'd say that's pretty critical, Tech.
So they got pulled out of hyperspace. Oh, the Gronk droid. What is the name of the Gronk droid? We need the name of the Gronk droid. Very cool that they have a Gronk droid. Wow. Hard landing. Camino. Are they still messing with my boy? Okay, Rampart.
I hear your chain code implementation has been most successful.
Oh, so he is the
utmost importance.
the one who came up with the chain code idea.
Under their new commander.
Their new commander.
May I present our first elite squad?
Oh, an elite squad? And
top soldiers from across the galaxy.
they're not clones.
Imagine
Oh,
more squads like this being trained by skilled.
something's out there. Clone Wars produced some very spooky episodes. The worm episode, where the worms went into the clones' noses and affected their minds. What the hell?
Look at this.
Oh man. Oh man.
What is it?
the creature is most likely an Ordo moon dragon, a species that feeds on raw energy. It was probably drawn to the capacitor's electric charge.
Yeah, something wrong with Wrecker's.
Stay here.
I think putting her in these situations of danger is going to expose whatever power she has. There's something going on with Record.
Conscripted recruits will never reach the same level of military proficiency. Our clones have been trained since their creation.
Wow.
A tangible test
Rampart
is in order. We need to see
is
them in action.
a part of the recruit
Send
program.
the clone and your recruits to Onderon. I want Saw Gerrera's camp found and wiped out.
And Crosshair. You shouldn't be angry at him. He can't help it.
So is he going to be redeemed? They're going to redeem him?
Problem.
Tell me this, clone. If you all are so efficient, how come the Empire is scouting soldiers like us? Sounds to me like it's time for a change.
Look at this.
Enjoy being commander. For now. We'll see how things shake out.
I like what we're getting here between the recruits and the clones, the integration. Very nice.
He's standing by.
Who is this? Damn! Woo! Is that Crosshair?
Get our people on the shuttle now.
That's Crosshair. Woo! Military action, baby. Real military action. Clone Wars. This is a different type of war. Something's wrong. Why is it just sitting there, though? Something's going to happen to Omega. He's going to blame himself for taking her out there and not watching her. Yeah, I told you something's wrong. Oh, shoot. What's going on? Come on. What's going on? Oh.
Hunter, wake up! Wake up! Echo, Rika, Tick, come in. We need help.
Oh, man. Oh, here we go with Omega. We're gonna find out some stuff.
Omega, you can do this.
Look at this girl, man. And she left him. I like how we're going back and forth. This is good. This is real good. Woo! Cross his hair. Man. They're not going to get away. Oh, wow. Woo! Wow, that was deep right there. That was deep.
Where's Gerrera?
I don't know, but I wouldn't tell you if I did.
Oh, wow.
I believe you.
Wow.
Any of you have information you'd like to share?
We don't know anything. We were promised transport off-world. That's all.
Then you're of no use to the Empire.
What are you doing? Gerrera's fighters are dead. These are civilians. We should
Look at that.
Those weren't our orders.
forget our orders. This is wrong.
So you're not going to comply?
No, none of us are. Ignore the clone. We signed up to be soldiers, not an execution squad. We're going to detain the prisoners and take them in for questioning.
Pow!
You want to know why they put me
In charge.
It's because I'm willing to do what needs
To be
to
done.
be done.
And yeah, I knew that was going to happen.
Good soldiers
Follow orders. All right, here we go with Crosshairs. This is getting deep, baby. Yeah, Crosshair is no joke. Whoa, they're going to execute them? Wow. Wow. Stop it, bro. This show is getting this Dizark.
There it is.
Watch out, babe. You just put the gun down.
Guess I got lucky.
No, you didn't. Yeah.
I'm coming.
You okay? What were you thinking going down there?
The mission was to retrieve the capacitor, wasn't it? I tracked the dragon, like you did.
Is that my blaster?
Yeah.
Don't worry. Didn't have to use it. I got the part.
Impressive. The clone commander's new squad has followed through, where his brethren did not.
Further proof that this initiative has potential.
Yeah, but it was because
The
of...
clone trooper program is a cost-prohibitive relic of the past, but until the time is right, it will continue to serve a purpose. Then I leave this project in your capable hands, Admiral.
Okay, so we're having
Thank you, sir.
Tarkin's exit. He's leaving it off to Rampart. Rampart is our new bad, our big bad.
It is time to begin the next phase.
The next
If your
phase.
experiment can yield a superior clone, it will secure our relationship with this empire.
Such a contingency cannot be created without a direct source. The clones required will not return willingly.
They are Kaminoan property, and we only need one. Our survival hinges on it.
He made her a space.
It's your own room.
He gave her her own space. That's nice.
I never had my own room before.
Well, you're part of this squad now, too.
Very nice moment. Very nice. I really enjoyed that episode a lot right there, guys. I like the back and forth between what we saw with the Bad Batch and what they were going through with the crash, having to retrieve the part, Omega taking on the responsibility of going after the part after Hunter was down. So really, really cool. And then the back and forth, like I said, that we saw with Crosshair, his group, and some really dark stuff that was going on right there with his group. So so now I want to focus on that because that was really the meat of this particular story. I thought we were going to get a little bit more with the inhibitor chips, and it sounds like we are going to get a little bit more with the inhibitor chips, given what we kind of saw with Wrecker. He seems to be fine now, but he was complaining about his head. We'll see if any of the others have that situation. Also, we know that Tech is working on something that's going to help them examine the chips in their head to see what's going on with the chips. So there's more to come with those inhibitor chips. Crosshair heading up this group of recruits. The recruits really going the way of Hunter and the Bad Batch, where they really don't want to murder civilians. But when you have a commander who is under control like Crosshair, and he is following orders, he's going to do what is necessary. So not only did they shoot down insurgents, SAWS insurgents, but they also murdered civilians with no just cause. So really dark stuff right there in this particular episode. I really like Crosshair as a villain. That's why I'm like, I don't know if they should redeem him, but it sounds like they are going to redeem him because of what Omega said to Hunter. It's not his fault, and we'll try and get him back. We'll see if that's what they do. But we're seeing from Crosshair is his inhibitor chip is in full effect at this moment, and he is definitely following orders. And whatever Tarkin says, whatever the order is, he's going to see it through, even if it means taking out his own squadron, his own recruits, as we saw what he did with that one recruit right there. So again, I thought this was a really, really good episode. I like how we went back and forth between the two camps with Crosshair and Bad Batch. We also saw that the Bad Batch is deeply missing Crosshair, and I think feeling is mutual with Crosshair. It seems like when they got back and he was looking around the room was all clean, nothing like it was when his guys were there. So it doesn't look like he's going to be too happy with the Empire, even though he is bound to follow orders because of the inhibitor chip that's in his head. So again, I thought this was a really, really good episode. I like the fact that they hinted that we're going to get more with the inhibitor chip and how it works and how it affects the Bad Batch. I also like how dark this particular episode was right here, especially for an animated series on Disney Plus. I thought it was a real dark episode, and I thought it was a very, very good episode. I really like what they did there with the dynamic between the recruits and the clones and how it's affecting Crosshair. So, guys, I really enjoyed this episode. Guys, I'm going to go ahead and score this episode, and I'm actually going to score this episode a 9.0 out of 10. Now, I scored this the highest episode, and I'm not sure if it's the best episode. I think at this point right now, at this moment, after just watching it, I want to say it's the best episode. And I'm only going to say that because of how dark it was, how deep it got with Crosshair and him following orders to a T, murdering the civilians. I really enjoyed that a lot, and it's not anything sadistic, guys. It's just that I was surprised that they went that far with it. And Clone Wars has gotten dark at times, but I was just a little surprised under this regime of Disney that Filoni was allowed to go this dark this early with an animated series. But my thinking is that they know that this series is really driven, the fan base of this series is really driven by adults like myself. The people who watch the Clone Wars are full-grown adults now. And so I think they know that the majority of their audience is made up of adults. There may be some children watching, so of course we didn't actually see them murder the civilians, but we got the idea of what happened when we heard the blasters going off and we were staring right into Crosshair's helmet right there. So again, I thought it was an excellent episode, and that's why I scored it a 9.0, guys. Again, I don't know if it's the best episode so far, but I think it's the one I enjoyed the most. However, I did greatly enjoy seeing Kanan in the first episode, but I really enjoyed this episode, and that's why I scored it a 9.0, guys. But let me know what your thoughts are in regards to this episode, guys. What did you think about how dark this particular episode got? What do you think is going on with the inhibitor chips? What are we going to find out in regards to the inhibitor chips, why it's not affecting the Bad Batch? Or is it just a matter of time before it starts affecting the Bad Batch? Because, again, we did see that Wrecker was having issues with his head that he's somehow kind of recovered from. But we'll see if they come back to that at some point down the line. I think we're going to get about 16 episodes, if I'm not mistaken, in this particular series. So we have a very long way to go with just our third episode, guys. So guys, again, let me know what your thoughts are. Put those comments down below. And then, of course, guys, please come and check me out every Friday, guys. We're going to do this every Friday with the Bad Batch until the end of the first season of the series, guys. And of course, force push that like button and force choke the subscribe button if you haven't done so already, guys. And I want to thank you so much for watching. And don't forget, guys, from the Father to the Son to the Obi-Wan Force Ghost, may the Force be with you always.